Okay, I think the recording is started, Vivienn.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for finding time and visiting today's webinar. My name is Vivienn Lee, a Malaysian primary math school teacher. Since last year, I have been using Whiteboard.chat for my online lesson. I feel that this platform is very interactive and help me make my lesson for my young learner engaging, enjoyable, yet successful. So I should thanks to Pawang and his team for their creativity for setting up this interactive platform, from their kindness, compassion, and generosity for making it free, accessible platform for all, as well as giving me the opportunity to share my knowledge with others educators. So my agenda is a bit simple. I will teach the teachers how to set the A4 size paper and how to upload the Ptf file and share the YouTube links. And I look at the comments, also teachers asking how to share the boom cards. And also, I also create games, the group games, and how to invite the students, how to make the students follow the teachers, how the teachers can observe the students' boards, and how we log the class and downloading students' work after we done. So let's move to the page 2. Okay, everyone, this is the page 1. So this is everything I'm using the whiteboard because right now it's Chinese New Year. You can see I put all the Chinese New Year sticker on my whiteboard. Where can you get all these sticker is you can go to the palettes here. Then you can look for the sticker here. See Chinese New Year. So I just click on the Chinese New Year. You can see a lot of stickers here. You just can click on it. You just stick it out. It's very simple. So you can make your board very nice like a PowerPoint. Okay, it's one of the way to present to your class. Okay, I'm going to the page 2. This is a page 1. This is page 2. Page 2, normally our school is like using this as this is an example of the lesson plan. So we need to introduce it to the students. What are we going to learn? What is today's learning objective? And what is the learning outcome? And with the 2 computation thinking skill. So this is one of the example. So I also can put my emoji inside this whiteboard. This is my own emoji. You can see it's moving. Okay, how you want to make your emoji to move is very simple. When you drag your emoji in that time, you see is the emoji definitely is not moving at all. So how you want to make it move like you want the students, because I'm teaching young learner like primary 1 and 2. So I want to make my class very interactive and I want them to be happy, enjoy doing my lessons. So normally I will make my emoji to move around. So I will right click here, then you can see. So animate move, then I just move a bit, follow. Then you can see it's moving. It's just a simple tool only, just make everyone to be happy to enjoy. Okay, so you also can ask your students to create their birthday cards. I mean like Valentine's Day cards, Teachers' Day cards. They can use a lot of tools also. So now I'm going to page 3. Okay, all this I'm using the whiteboard tools. How I get the box, I mean all this clip, I just go to the tools. I look for the table factory. This is the table. So I look for the table factory. Then I just type my number in. Then where did I get all the base 10s block? I go to the palettes. Then I look for the manipulative here. You can see a lot of blocks. 1 blocks, 10s block, 100 blocks, 1000 blocks. So this is one of the lesson I'm teaching place values like thousands, hundreds, tens, and 1. So I can take out all these blocks. I create my teaching board. Okay, this is one of the YouTube, because normally our lesson, we need to share some YouTube with the students. So I can go to the tools. This is the tools. I'm looking for the YouTube, but for sure we need to know what is the link. Then we just inside the link. Then you can see, you can play. I believe everyone can hear, am I correct? So this is what our lesson is. Also, you can set a start time and when you want the video to be end. Why? Because some of the videos sometimes it's quite long, it's like 10 minutes long. Maybe you just need that certain parts. So you can key in the time with the seconds and the ending time with the second. So the students know where should they start. Okay. When someone share me about the comments about the bone cuts, because I just play once with my students, but Malaysia is not very popular with these bomb cards yet. I think overseas, I means like maybe US or Australia is very famous. So I try to solve this problem for one of the questions, one of the teachers asking. So I try to look, how are we going to solve these problems? So I'm going to the boom cards to register as a teachers. Then I just insert the website. I go to the tools, I look for the website, I go for the link. So after that, I just try it out for myself. Then I just play. Which underline number has a value of 800? So I just press 800. I can hear the sound, correct? So then you can go to the second card. So if I make a mistake, we know this is a 70, but if I make a mistake, so you can't go for the next card, then you just on hold. But I just want to show you how are we going to check the real times on the student's board. You just click on the grid view here. You just click on the grid view here. Then you can see students is doing, because this one I just try out with myself and my other friends. So you can see if you want to go to the real time, you can join their board. Because I never lock their board, the students can go to any boards they want. That is the thing. So if you lock the boards, right, you can see this is another student's board, because this is my another account. You can see this is the student's board. I can log in to show it to you. Don't worry. Hold on a second. Let me log into another. Okay, I can share to you how we share the link. We will share the link from invite here. Okay, let me go to the instructor board first. If I want to share all this to my students, how am I going to share the link with the students? Remember, please don't share the links using the web browser link here. If not, everyone will get the same board. After that, you will complain, oh, why my students writing on my board? Oh no, I'm having a trouble. This is one of the problem, because some of the teachers facing these problems. So teachers, please remember, you must go to the invite link here. You need you click on the invite link, you copy the URL here. After you copy, like for me, how am I going to share with my students? I can post inside the Google Chat group, because our school is using Google Meet. I can post inside the Google Meet chat group, or I can post in the Google Classroom stream, or I can also assign as a assignment classwork. So it depends which ones you want to share. Okay, let me share how are we going to invite the students. So the students will get the link, they will click on it. Okay, our school, all the students have a Gmail account. So I will ask the students to sign in their Gmail account. So they need to go with Google. Okay, this is the student's board. The blue one is the student's board. The purple one is my board, the teacher's board. So you can have a look. So when I go to the grid view here, you can see this is the student's board, Vivienn test, you can see. I can click on it and check what page they are in. And I also can join their class. I just click on join, means that I'm joining their board. Okay, so let me continue. And I also can make the students follow the teachers. I just go to the avatar here. I just click follow teachers. Okay. So you can see my students will follow my board. Then I can go to, okay, this is one of the classwork. This is one of the classwork. So the students need to do the classwork. When they're having a problems, they can use the traffic light. Means by they're raising up their hand, because online lessons, we can't see the students raising up their hand when we're at the whiteboards here, whiteboard chat. How am I going to see the students is having a problem? You see, if I am having a problem, this is the student's board. I can go to this. If this student's having a problem, she or he can press the red line. Then you can see my board. I can go to the students. I can go to the grid view. I know this student is having a problem. So I will join his or her board. Then I just click on joining. So I will look. I will ask, what is the problem? So I want to have a chat with him. I don't want other students to know. I can create chat. So I will ask. I will click on the chat. Can I help you? So the students will reply it to me. You can see. Here I typing, can I help you? So after that, I can reply it here. Yes, teacher. You can see the student is replying to me. So you can see we can communicate with the students. And one more thing, the other students cannot see their friend's board. They're having individual board. They cannot, like, how we mentioned, we worry other students will look at their friends' work. For these interactive whiteboards, they can't see their friends' work. So it's safe. So if after that we finish communicate with the students, what is the progress, we can close the chat. If you don't want to see the history, we can delete the chat also. Okay, another way you want to communicate with the students, if in the easiest way, you can call the students. You can use the phone to call the student. You look for the student's name, you call the students. Okay, you can make a call. You means like this student is having a problem, so you can call the students. Then you can see here. I think it's my own board. I cannot call myself. So this is another way you can call your students. Okay, there's a lot of way you can do to help your students, how to solve their problems. Another way is easier for the teachers to mark. If I continue to join my students' boards, I can join their boards again. I can select the tools as a draw. I can pick a red colors here. I can select the red color. Then I can mark their work. One of the example, I can mark their work in the real time. And this is the student's board. You can see I'm marking their board. You can see here I'm marking, the students get the feedback right away. And I also can give them a sticker. Same thing, I can go to palettes here. I look for the reward sticker. If she's doing a good job, I just want to take out the sticker 10. Give the child an award. It's a very simple tool. I think it's quite helpful and I like it very much. Okay, then we can go for other page. The students still can continue, but normally I will put one small traffic light here. You can see that. So let the students having the traffic light, if they're having a problem, means why they can raise up their hand. And also we can see the feedback right away from the students. If they're having, at the end of the lesson, I will ask them, do you understand? Normally the kids will put the green color, means oh, they understand today's subtopics. Do they have a problems? Or maybe they need to stay back after school or after the lessons. So they will raise up the red color. So every student have different level.
So Vivian, there's a few questions. Do you want me to bring them up right now? And
yeah, sure, no problem.
Okay. So there was one question earlier about the teacher-student chat. So does the teacher need to be on the student page, or can the teacher go back to the grid view and the student question shows up?
Okay, you can go to the individual chat, or you can have a group chat also can. If a group chat, you can go to the avatar here also. You just press with it, then you can create chat because you never select the students. When you create chat means by all the kids can see the teacher is chatting with the students. Okay.
There was another question about making the worksheet interactive for students. And so how do you make it interactive? I think maybe all that, the board is already interactive, so maybe you can explain that a little bit.
Okay. Is it? Okay, this is normally is like our lessons. So we need to create the learning objective, learning outcome. So if we don't have a course book or a textbook, this is the way we need to create it. So we can use a lot of colors. You can select all the colors from the palettes. Then you just make it like more interactive and more colorful. And I believe the young learner will be loving it because wow, so colorful, teacher is so nice. And how you create your emoji is we just download and you can see my emoji. I just put my icons here. So you just click it whatever you want. After that, you just drag it or you just copy and paste. You can't drag it, definitely. You can't drag it. Then you just need to copy the image. Okay, then you just go back to your whiteboard. Then you use the Control V. Then you can see your Emoji is here, but you need to make it smaller. You need to use this. I can tell you, I love these tools a lot. Move and resize is the best tools. Then you just move it to whatever place that you want to place it. Then you just make it, you can resize it smaller. Or you can take other image from other website also can. If you like it, you just can copy the image. Or you can select the image from here also. You can go to the palettes here. You can select a lot of image here. Here have a Emoji, and you can have like right now it's Chinese New Year. You can create all these things. You can make it to move also. It depends how you want your lesson to be. Okay, one of these, like I can drag one of the example for you to see. We just go to the palettes and then we go for we look for the manipulative. So we can drag it out. During the lesson, we can ask the students. Okay, one of the example. We can ask the kids how many hundreds.
Vivian, can you show how you added the traffic signal as well, please?
Again, sorry.
The traffic. Can you show how you added the traffic lights?
You mean
the red, yellow, green lights, the traffic signal lights?
Oh, okay. The traffic light. Okay, the traffic light is go to the tools, student signal. You can go to the student signal. Stop light is means by the traffic light. Okay, if you need to resize it, you can use the my best friends, move and resize. So you just move around, then you just resize it. This is a traffic light, or you can use the thumbs up and thumbs down. Also go to the tools. You can look for the student signal. You can use the thumb signal also. See here, the thumb signal. This is the thumb signal. I can resize it. So depends which one you want to use. You can use the traffic light or the thumb signal.
Cool.
Any more questions?
Yes. How do you change the font of the text?
The font, they don't have any, they just have 3 fonts only. Normally we are using this font. Okay, but we just use, like when I type, I use the T example, like I'm typing the hundreds. Okay, the font size, you just can change the size, but the font just, normally everyone is using this font. So we just make it bigger and smaller.
So one thing you could try and do is so if can you move the manipulative panel or close the manipulative panel, please? The one on the right hand side, the manipulative, the whole panel.
This one?
No, on your right hand side, the red colored panel with the 1000 block and everything. Yeah, just close that. You can close that.
Close that. Okay.
Yeah, and then so on the bottom right, you see the text. Yeah, if you click that, you can select a few different fonts from there.
Yeah, that's
So,
why I just.
Right. So if you want, say, slightly more normal looking font, you can pick the Roboto or Poppin.
This is one of the fonts, and this one is.
Yeah. Right. And I think there's a related question about how do you change the color as well. So maybe you can switch your color and show how the font color changes.
Okay. Normally, I will type the text, then I will look for the colors that I want, like maybe purple. Then I just type. Or maybe I want to use a black color. Then I just type.
Perfect. Thanks.
Any more question?
Yeah, there was a question about whether the recording of this video would be there. And so I've pasted the links in the chat window. So we will post the recording of this webinar later on. You can continue. Thanks.
Okay, thanks. So I continue my. Okay. And this is the students' work. And one more teachers is like, for me, sometimes if we have a free times, I mean, if the lessons end earlier, we will play some music. I will go to the tools also. Okay, look for the music instruments. Here, I just take out the piano. So just let the students play around. You can see the students also having these mini keyboards here. See, this is the students' board. The students also can play around. This is the students' board. They can play around. This is another way to like let the students having fun, because sometimes the students finish their work. They will ask teachers, can I continue to play with the whiteboards? Of course they can't. And I want to share how am I going to upload the Ptf file. Okay, this is one of the way how you upload the Ptf file. Let me go to the. Let me go and open another one. Under the tools here, you can see upload file. You just look for, normally I will look for my file from computer. So you just download any Ptf file. You just upload here, you just open it and you just download it. So this is one of the Ptf file. We use the Ptf file to upload everything inside the whiteboard. I believe we can upload until 99 pages, am I correct?
Yes, that's right.
So it's quite a lot. We can make a books also. And we can, if the student's very weak in reading, there's another function they just add on, I think last week. They can read. They have a function to help us to read. So we look for the right click. Am I correct? Right click? Because I'm not teaching readings, but I know they just add on this, click on the readings. Then we just click this. We just click on this. Then you can play.
Kindergarten. REA. Ding Comprehension Worksheet. Reading and Math for K. 5. Copyright. www.k5learning.com. Read that. Short story. Then answer. Each. Question. A birthday party. Lisa went to a birthday party on Saturday.
So this is one of the way, but you can control the voice level. And you can select the voice as a female or male. There's a lot of things to play with it. And you can select different text here. And they have a different theme, means by the background color. You can have a yellow, you can have a green. You can just play around. Okay, they have a grammar options also. They have a nouns. You can, so you know this is the nouns. And the red one is the verbs and the adjective is the green color. There's a lot of things to play with it. I think it's a lot of fun, especially for the English teachers. Okay, this is how you upload. After you upload the file, remember how you share to the students. Just go to the invite link, copy the URL, then you just share with the students. Like for me, if I have a few classes back to back, I have like, maybe I have a primary 3A, primary 3D. So I will save all these files in one of the folders. So I will go to the manage book. I will look for the manage book. I want to copy this, but before I copy, make a file, I need to rename this. Example, like a class worksheet. Okay. For P3A example. So I enter it, means I already saved this board. Remember, every time you need to rename the board. So I already renamed this board as a class worksheet P3A. Maybe next period, I need to go to P3D example. But for sure, I will get ready all at once, like maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. Okay, so I will go to my manage books here. I will save a copy. Save a copy here. Then I will make class worksheet P3D. Then I save. You can see just now, my first board is called class worksheet P3A. I already make another worksheet for my class worksheet P3D. Remember, this is the expire date. If you don't want them to expire, you need to renew it. So you need to extend it. How are you going to extend? To refresh only. Because I just created this. So this one I created yesterday. So when I refresh, you can see the date will be different. When you want to open your boards back, remember, go to the eyes here. I call this as the eyes. You just open your boards back.
So Vivian, one quick question about the PDF. Do you need to do anything so that the students cannot delete the teacher uploaded PDF?
You can lock your board if you want. You can right click and you can log this Ptf. Then the students cannot move. But normally when we upload everything inside the as a Ptf, I believe 100% the students cannot delete our file.
That's correct.
Okay, and I want to let you know, maybe sometimes the server is having a problem, our internet, not a server, I mean our internet, because I'm from Malaysia. Okay, the Malaysia internet is quite not stable. Sometimes the students will mention it to me, teachers, I can't get my board, so what should I do? Remember, you have another best friend that is called refresh. You just ask your students to refresh it. We have two best friends here. One is refresh, one is move and resize. These two tools is very, very important, especially for me as a teacher also. Okay, any more question?
No, I think you can keep going. Thanks.
Okay, like I want to share this board with my other colleagues because we are using same material to teach, same level. How am I going to share this material with my colleagues? Same thing, I need to go to the manage book, send a copy. Just click on send a copy. You just copy this link. You just copy this link. You can email it to your colleague. Then she will get the same thing. Then you just ask her to rename her board. Very simple and very easy. And I don't know if other teachers, if you're doing relief, okay, means like your teachers on MC, you need to go into the class to relief and you also using the whiteboard. But you are not going to mark their work. Of course, you need to wait for the teachers coming back to mark their work. Then how are you going to share the whole thing and the students' board with the teachers? You need to go to the three dots. Is it the three? No, you need to go to the, I told my students, this is a flower, but it's setting. You just go to the setting, show co-teachers invite. You just click on it. Then here is the link. You just copy it. You just copy it and you share this link to the teachers. You email to the teachers. When the teachers mention, hey, I cannot see the board, I just see my own board. You ask her to go to the grid view. Then she will see all the students' board also. This is another way. And also, we have a calculator, everything's here. All the tools, you can have everything's here. But if you don't want the students to get all these things, you need to minimize it. How? You just, same thing, you go to the setting here. Okay. And normally, how am I going to, because I don't know. In Malaysia, normally we're using A4 size. So I always ask Bawan, can you help me to make a tools to help me to set as an A4 size? I very thanks him and his teams. Finally, I get my A4 size paper. So you can see that how, then I just save it. You can see this is the A4 line. So also easier for me to print it out when I download the file. It's exactly the same size. So I will always set as the A4 size paper. I will make this log in, signing in as an email account. So I can keep track who is the student signing in using the email account. And the students have their own individual boards. And the students have a simple tools. Okay, I just want to show it to you. Students see simple tools. How simple tools is it? Okay, let me invite myself for this. Okay, this is the simplest tools the students will get. Okay, if I want to make it another one.
Sorry, Vivian, we cannot see your student screen when you share. We can't see that one. We can.
Oh, okay.
I think you just say No, I think you're just sharing the browser. You're not sharing your whole desktop. So the other browser doesn't show.
Oh, okay. I should go here. Don't worry. I should go to my students board here. You can see. Am I correct? Yes. This is the students board. You can see this is the simple tools. But for me, I will ask for me, if the young learner, I won't give so many tools. I will make it more simple. I will make it more simple. I will go to the setting. I will take number 4. Students see very simple tools: draw, erase, move, and text. Let me save it first. Okay. Let me refresh this one. Okay, then I can go to the students grid view. You can see how simple tools do they get. Is it this?
You need to go to the student board. This is still the instructor joined.
No, you won't be able to share it. Vivian, forget it. That's fine. They can view it some other way because you have to share your other browser window on Zoom, right? And unless you share it, we won't be able to see it.
Okay, sure, no problem. So you can go to the students' work and you see the simple tools. It's just like you just have the camera. You have the move and resize. You have the draw and eraser. I think these 5 tools only. Okay, right now I want to show you another thing is like group games. Okay, how are we going to create a group games? Just go to the manage board. I already create my group games. When I'm playing a games, I won't set as an A4 size. I will set as a default size. Okay, this is the size. Okay, same thing. How are you going to share this game with the students? First, you need to create a group. I will go to the avatar here, create a group. I will put like a group 1. Then I enter. Then you can see group 1 here. Okay, then I need to create another group. Group 2. Then I create another. So you can see group 1, group 2. When the students sign in, signing in, you can see all the avatar here. Then you can select the students. I think I have another ones have the students one. Let me check. Not this, not this. So, games. I can't remember. Is it this one? No, I think I deleted. So when the students is logging in that time, you can select the students who you want them to be in group 1, who you want them to be in group 2. Okay, this is also another games. This is another games. Snake and ladder for place value. For place value. So yesterday I played with my friends. We can roll, the students can roll the dice. Okay, we can, that's why I say move and resize is the best thing for you to play with it. So you can move this. One of you can move this, and another students, they can roll the dice and they can move this also. So means like they can have a group games together. So for me, this whiteboard, a lot of teachers mentioned in the class, we can play group games. But for me, this whiteboard also can make as a group games. We can play together. Okay. Any more questions?
Yes, there's a question about how you created the game with the cards.
Okay, the games with the cards, very simple. Okay, you just go to the tools. You go to the tile factory. Just click on it. Then you just move it here. Okay, example, 2 plus 2, you know the answer, like I like to play matching games. You know the answer is 4. So I just put 4 here. And 3 plus 3, 6. Then I make students can move the cards. Okay. And I make a card and I make a matching card. I just create it. Then I just close this. This is how I mix the cards. Then I will rearranging it like this. Then how the students going to play? They just click on it with the star and the same one. See, it's gone. This is where the students will win. This is how you create the cards.
People really like that idea.
And also you can have the spinner. You can go to the palettes here. You can look for the widgets here. They have a spinner here. Okay, you can change the name if you want here. You can make the students can spin or sing to students spin. You can up it. See, they can play with the spinner. If the teacher is teaching the time, what time is it? You also can take out the clock. Remember, move and resize is very useful. Okay, you just move it out. Then you can see, you can move the minutes hands and the hours hand. You can ask the students what time is it. Users can play around. This is another dice. You can make it as a fraction or you can make it normal dice. You just change it here. Like for me, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just up it here. You can see they change it to different. If you don't want to use this dice, you also can go to the tools and look for another dice here. See this another dice. You can have 2 dice. You can have 3 also. You can roll all also. Okay. Anything?
Yes, a question about manipulatives. Is there a protractor and a compass as well?
Compass. You can have a lot of tools here. Because I'm teaching young learner, I'm not using that yet. They have a number line. Yes, they have a calculator. The calculator is inside the tools. Am I correct?
Yeah, we have a compass there too. There's a compass.
Also, now this is a compass. Okay.
Yes, right there on top.
It puts it up a little bit further on the board.
It's behind your. It's on top of your spinner.
Is it?
Yeah. Just if you want to clear the board and then add it again, I think that'll be easier for you to see.
Okay. Then I go to the tools.
Can you click hide dice, Vivian, first? There's a hide dice there in the same menu. Sorry, in the tool where you see it. There you go.
Okay. Then I go to the.
I think it's fine. We can cover the compass in our sessions if you haven't used it. We do.
I haven't
cover
used
it.
that because I'm not using that.
Right. So let's continue. There is a compass, there's a protractor, there's rulers, there's grids, there's lots of stuff here.
And they have a fraction tools also. I mean the fractions. You can go to the palettes here. They have a lot of things. I remember Pawang helped me to add it here. This is all the fraction tools. You can see that. Okay, they have a long divisions here. They have all the signs here. If for mathematics, definitely it's all the tools is here. You can use it. You can use your move and resize here. You can make it smaller. And you can type the things that you want here, like 2/3. This here. You can make it, you can move. You can change everything that you want. This is the, because normally I will ask the teachers who just using, just started using the whiteboard chat, I will ask them to use the basic tools first. The very, very basic tools. This is what I always ask them. Because always start with the basic, then you just go to the intermediate at once. Because I don't know, for me, I just think Bawang add a lot of stuff. It's very good stuff, but I cannot follow his step. I cannot follow his step. That is the problems. His every day is adding a new thing. And you also can play a bingo games with your students. Another bingo games, I can show it to you. This is what I play with my students. One of the games, I create the bingo cards. So this is the cards that I'm playing with my students. You can go to the grid view. You can see this is my students' board. You can see their answer here, one of the students here. This is one of the games we can create. I create 13 cards, if I'm not mistaken, 13 cards because we have 28 students in that class. So each student will get different cards. Maybe 2 students or 3 students will get the same card. How are you going to insert the bingo cards? You just go to the manage board. Is it? I can't remember. Yes, you just upload the bingo cards here. Then you just share the board. You just invite the students. Then each of them will get the different cards. Any more questions?
No, I think we're caught up. Yeah, maybe one clarification. I think there was one question earlier. Can students use the same link and use the board over several days?
Can, no problems. Normally, I will put inside the Google, I will post inside the Google Classroom. Okay, I will post inside the Google Classroom as a classwork. I share the links over there. So the students will log in. I will tell the students, okay, during the lessons, I post this link. If you can't finish it, you still have 1 more week to go. Because they log into the same link, they will get back the same bot. Remember, you need to invite the students. Don't copy the link from the browser. Then you will get in big trouble. When you invite the students log in with their emails, definitely they will get back their own bot for the same subject or same lessons.
Great. Do you have to save student boards?
Okay, how I save my students' board. Okay, I can show you one of the example. Okay, this is one of the work, okay? So I go to the grid view. I go to the grid view because some students already submit their work. I already marked with the sticker. Some haven't done their correction. I haven't downloaded it. So I will go to my book. Can you see on top of the manage book here, download? You can download the whole thing. Normally, I will select the whole class. I will download everything. Then I can share it to you how I done. This is one of the example. With the students' name, what time they log in, this is their work. This is what I done marking. This is one of their work. This is how I download their work. Okay, any question?
Yes. So Vivian, do you use Google Classroom at all? Because there's a question about Google Classroom, but if you don't use it, we can skim over that and we can answer that online.
Yeah, I'm using a Google Classroom because I use the whiteboard with the students because I need to give them work to do. I will post all the links inside my classwork, inside the Google Classroom. There's an icon classwork. I will post the link over there.
Okay. Yeah, the question was, can the completed boards be submitted like homework in the Google Classroom?
Again, sorry.
So can the students submit their completed boards in Google Classroom? I think one way they can do it is they can save their work as a PDF and then submit it in the Google Classroom.
For me, normally I just post the link. When the students complete, they will put the icon. I believe the one who using the Google Classroom. When the students finish, they will click the icon hand in. When you see hand in, means my students already done with the board. You can open on the whiteboard chat. You can look at the students' work. This is how I'm checking their work. I told my students, if you finish, you just click hand in. That means by they're already done with their board. So I will log into my whiteboard chat account. Then I go to the grid view. Another way, I don't want to go to my grid view. I can go to the 3 dots here. Okay, example, I just back to one of my class work here. Okay, I can go to the 3 dots here. If you need to look for particular students, I can open my class board. I can look for my students. Then I can open their file here. Example, this one, I can open these students. Then I can see his work. I also can select the students who I want to print it out. So if you're using Google Classroom, definitely don't have any problem. It's very easy. This is what I'm doing it every day. Any more question?
No, that's it. I think you can keep going.
Okay. No more question?
No more questions. You can keep going.
Okay, this is like, okay, how, if like what you mentioned, like after 1 week, the students already done with the work, you don't want the students to go into your board again to rewrite everything. I will lock class. I will select to lock class. I will go to the avatar. I will lock class. Means by my students cannot go in to write anything. They can go in, but they cannot write anything, definitely. They still can log in, but they cannot write because I already locked the class. You can use this for the formative exam also, assessment also. If you give them some work to do, you set the times. After the times is up, I will lock the class. Means by the students cannot write anything anymore. Or you can select follow teachers, means by the student is follow your page. If you are in the page 1, the students will follow your page. Because some of the students, they are a bit playful. When the students on the page 1, he's on the page 2 doing his work, on the page 3 doing his work. You can go to the avatar here, also the same thing. You can click follow teachers. Also can. I think I already covered everything here. Yes. Anything I miss out? I don't think so.
Vivian, sorry, can you cover the bingo one more time? Like, is it possible to show your PDF file that you upload with bingo? Do you have that?
Okay, sure. Okay, this is how I create my bingo games with 13 different cards. This is the page one. You can see 3,855, the first number here. The second card will be totally is 13 cards. Okay, so when I park it here, I go to the manage book, I upload my bingo card. Then each of the students will get different card. I can show it to you how the students will get different card. Okay, this is one of the students, Ezil. Okay, you can see Ezil getting this card is different from my card. Okay, and another student's one, I can show it to you. This one, this student's card. He also getting different card because I make 13 different card. When I park it, it's randomly. Don't ask me how randomly they get it. This one need to ask Pawang teams. I don't know how my students get all the different cards. This is the way he teach me, Vivian. You just upload the file, bingo file here, bingo file. Then I just upload. Then my students get all different cards. I try it out. It's work. Don't ask me how the students will get different cards. It's their things already. I just make my own cards. If the students done, because bingo cards, we don't know the students done or not done. So I use the traffic light. So when I say, if you cannot find the number, if you don't have the number, definitely the number is not on your card. You just show me the green color. It's very simple. See, this red color means like this Jaden is having a problem. So I need to come and help him. I will ask him, can I help you? What's going on? So I need to explain to him because all this is like primary 3 students, like 9 years old. And how you get the spinner? Okay, I can go to my board. We can have 2 spinner. One, you can use Bawang's, I mean the Whiteboard.chat group spinner. And this one is another spinner. I just click on here. I don't know you can see this window or not. Can they see? Okay, this one is another spinner because I share the links here. How I share the links? How I get this link? I go to the tools. I go to the add link because I want to get different spinner. So I just click on this website. I copy the website names here. Okay, then I just put maybe then I save. You can see. Then after that, you can click on it. They will link you to other website. You can see the spinner. So all my numbers will be there. Anything else?
Yes, Vivian, do you want to demonstrate how to toggle replication? So just how can a teacher write on their board without it showing on the student's board? Have you used that?
Okay, sure. Okay, means if I want to teach, I don't want to write on the student's board. You just go to the 3 dots here. You just go to the toggle here. Then you just grab your pencil. You can write anything that you want. Okay, you won't interrupt your student's board at all. You won't draw on your student's board at all. Okay, if you want the students to continue their work, okay, then you just off it. You just on it back. It's very simple. Then you just erase your own board. This is what we are using it.
Great, thanks.
You can use these tools to teach. Like sometimes the teachers need to give example. Okay, they want to write on their boards first. But some teachers say, Oh no, when I'm writing on my board, the students also get it, but I can't erase it. How? So this is another way. Remember, you need to go to the three dots here, toggles it, so you can see the real times is disabled. So you can write on your board first. Then the students won't get it, don't worry. So you won't hear the students complain, teachers, you are writing on my board, teachers, you are writing on my board. My first time I did that, the students mentioned, teachers, you are writing on my board. Then I look for their team already. I need help.
Thanks, Vivian. So we're pretty much at the top of the hour. I will stop the recording for now, and but we can still wait for a few minutes and have people ask any other questions they may have. They can even get off mute and speak about their questions themselves. So let me stop the recording for now, and we can keep going.
But I can just mention, because I used this scene last year, you need to try the basic tools first. That's what Pawang and his team always mention. Try the basic thing first. Then after that, you just go to you just add on a bit of thing every time. Okay, for me, last year, I'm using very, very basic.